All right, here we have a calculator problem that actually requires the calculator, as you can tell both by the equation in the problem and the answers. A rainbow collects water on the roof of a house during 3 hours of heavy rainfall. The height of the water barrel increases, of the water in the barrel rather, increases at a rate of r of t in feet per hour, where t is the time in hours since the rain began. At time t equals 1, the height of the water is 0.75 feet. What is the height of the water at t equals 2? Okay, so the trick here is that the height is increasing at a rate r. So here's the trap. They called it r of t, but that's h prime. Like if h of t is the height, like so let's do a little bit of variable switching to make this less tricky. They're saying that h prime of t is the same as r of t. That's all they're saying. And that's where it's tricky, is if they'd called it h prime, you probably would have instantly spotted that this was a first fundamental theorem of calculus problem, right? If they had named it this, you would have been like, oh, hey, first fundamental theorem of calculus, I see you. But because they called it r of t, it's harder to see. So if you had been told that it was h prime, you would integrate h prime of t, dt, from not 0, from 1 to 2, because that would give you h of 2, which is the quantity that you want, minus h of 1, which is a value that you know. The trick is that this h prime of t is really just r of t, which we have, right? So if I add that h of 1 over, right, plus the integral from 1 to 2 of the thing they called r of t, but I know is really my h prime, that's going to give me the h of 2 that I want. And that's it. And I'm going to use the calculator because I'm going to go ahead and put in this thing as my y1, right? So if I go over here to my y equals, right, we already know I'm in the right mode, or at least I do because I've been in this since I checked it a couple videos ago. So you can, well, you could either go to math, right? You could either go to math and pick cubed, right, if you want, or you could do caret 3. And then second e to the negative 1.5t. Notice I'm using x in place of t because it's much easier to be in function mode. All right, so there's my function, right? And then I'm going to make my calculator do all the heavy lifting, right? So I'm going to quit out of here. I'm going to do h of 1, which was 0.75, right? So 0.75 plus math 9, right? Vars over to y vars function y1, comma, with respect to x from 1 to 2, right? Because h of 1 was the thing I knew and h of 2 was the thing I wanted, and there you have it. And then my answer is D, right? And that's the whole deal. So I got that h of 2 is approximately 2.111, and then keeps going, but you get the gist.